Welcome to the D&R Podcast. Today, Dan and Roch will be talking about 8K televisions and how it affects the gaming community. Now, Dan, I'll let you take the lead on this one.
Well, 8K is, it's not here yet, but 4K is here. Some people, I don't see it, it's not as popular because it's pretty expensive and it's kind of hard. Like, at first, monitors weren't really able to dish out, like they could dish out 4K, but it wasn't true 4K. So it's also pretty expensive. So I don't really see that too much in the gaming area, just for people with retarded computers and who have the money to buy monitors and whatnot for it.
Right.
You can see that a lot with like YouTubers sometimes.
What does not true 4K mean?
It's not. I don't remember. I haven't really looked into it too much, but it's not like native 4K. It's not actual 4K. It's just kind of like I think it's a little bit of a downscale.
Right.
But it's just played off as 4K.
Right. Like it could in theory do 4K, but in reality it's doing, let's say, 3K.
Yeah, it's high resolution, but it's not true 4K.
Right.
I don't remember. So what you could
There's
like,
no such thing as not watching
it's
Beaver
kind
Week.
of a big jump from 4K to 8K. They're making TVs, and I don't know if it's really gonna, because I know 3D TVs, they were like, when they started coming out, they were pretty big,
Right.
and it was kind of like they were really focusing on that, like they really wanted to make 3D TVs, and then it just flopped. And I've got a friend who has a 3D TV, but they never used the 3D. It's just kind of like a secondary feature that's rendered useless.
Right, you spent let's say
so
$100 on a feature that you're never going to use. And so with these 4K TVs, they're being made but not sold. Like companies like Samsung and the other companies that make TVs, they're making them, but they're not selling them. And this is almost making the new gen consoles seem obsolete. Like some of them, because some games are struggling to hit these 1080p, and there are 4K TVs that are out there.
Yeah.
It's like that just blows my mind.
So as I was explaining before, there's the 4K, between true 4K and like the fake 4K, they would just say it was 4K, but it was UHD. It's the difference between actual, like, as the amount of like pixels and on like per inch. 4K is like the true 4K is like the true amount of actual pixels,
Right.
and UHD is just like an up-resed HD, like it looks better.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely see it getting bigger, but how fast it's getting bigger, like 4K is just getting here. It's not as big. It's like I don't have a 4K TV. Right. I don't have a 4K monitor, but I haven't seen anything really in 4K. But I don't feel like I'm going to be getting into it until a couple of years. I think it's too expensive at the moment. It's too pricey for people, like just normal, ordinary people with who don't have crazy amounts of money to dish out on something like this.
Do you think the next gen consoles will be able to pump out 4K?
I can see it. I can see the demand. I can definitely see it, maybe, probably, but even then, like right now, not all games on the Xbox 360 or on the PS4, or they're not even displayed at 1080p. Some games are coming out at 720, or like a little bit of a cross between, like 940p, like a really kind of close but not close enough. It's so really weird.
Right now,
Yeah, I think that's the same reason why the a game slipped off the top of my head. Anyways, that's why games don't get ported over to the Wii U, is because it's not, the Wii U can't support how demanding these games are, even though 1080p and 920p aren't even they're not impressive anymore. They're really not.
No, especially for the Wii U or Nintendo, their hardware isn't as progressed as the rest, and games these days are a lot more hardware demanding.
Yeah.
But for the games that are made on it, it's not. It does the job, but it's just you can't port over like a Call of Duty game over to it.
Right.
And even then, like Call of Duty games, and I know the Halo Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One, some of the games are. I think Halo 3 is only 940p.
Is it?
And I'm pretty sure. I know there's a couple things. I know that specifically the Master Chief Collection had a large amount of problems We can talk about that another day.
But, I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, even then, like, I don't know if I'll see 4K getting, like, I know it's going to come. It's going to be, like, 1080p, because at first 1080 wasn't as popular.
Right.
But it was expensive. And then it got not as expensive, and we've had it for quite a few years now. Well, a little bit more than that. But it took time. Like, it always takes time. So I can see 4K coming. And then maybe 8K, but I don't know. 8K's not out yet, and we're going to have to wait to see about that.
Yeah, I feel like in a few years where 4K is now, that's where 8K will be. It's out there, but it's not really practical. It's really expensive. No one's really going to have it. One of those things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you have anything else to add?
Well, I'd like to ask the viewers just to see what they would like to see in the background of our videos. We're usually going to be throwing in random gameplay.
Right.
Of us playing something maybe related to the topic.
If you want to see... If you guys want to see me and Dan's gorgeous, beautiful, luscious faces, that is okay too. Just let us know, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.